Yeah, in the athletes meeting, it's this really interesting group because there's older people and there's younger people and there's people that have done this before and people that haven't done this before. And I think that there's a lot of excitement, but it's kind of muted and everybody's nervous on some level. I don't think anybody really wants to talk about how scared they are, but I'm not really scared to tell you that I'm terrified.
I've never been in a room with more nervous laughter. Everyone was just kind of like, we got this. But I think everyone's nervous, but everyone's excited.
I just think anybody who says they're not scared is probably lying a little bit, because you sort of have to convince yourself that you're not. But you can tell in the group that everybody's a little apprehensive about certain aspects of it, I think. Just jittery to get the first run out of the way.
It combines all these great different elements of climbing. It has the difficulty of sport climbing, the power of bouldering, the speed of speed climbing, and it combines it all into one package. And it's the head-to-head format that really makes a difference.
Because of that, it's a cumulative effect. So you not only have to be fit enough to climb 513 or 514 once, you have to do it every round.
I mean, it's also about how well you deal with this, the fear factor of being high up above the water.
So let's make some noise for 16 of the best female rockers. Let's go!
This competition is probably one of the most legendary competitions that we'll ever see.
This is probably the coolest competition I've done, and it's a different event than most competitions. It's more spectator friendly and just climbing with your friends, knowing the climb and being part of the climbing community is just like, this is it, you know, and we're sharing our sport with everyone that doesn't know it, and it's incredible.
It's just an incredible event because it's state-of-the-art, unique, and the crowd is insane.
Without a doubt, the best comp I've ever been to in my life.
It's probably the biggest adrenaline rush in climbing I've ever had, so I'm just privileged to be a part of this event for the first time, and for me it's the future of competition climbing, so I'll be psyched to do it in the future.
Everything about it, you feel it's totally wrong, you know, like you shouldn't be there, you know, and you're dynoing, double dyno, like 35, 40 feet, like coming off head first and stuff, like it's just absolutely intense, dude, and it's probably one of the coolest things I'll ever do, and I really hope they do it again next year.
It's such an extreme format of climbing, so I think for the general public, they'll just be constantly entertained. They'll be able to understand what's going on because they'll be seeing people take big falls into the water, and even if they haven't climbed themselves, there's always sports action, so I feel like in the future, we're gonna have way more of these events and hopefully get bigger crowds and more competitors, so I'm psyched.
I think it's a great thing for competitive climbing. It's great exposure for the sport. It's exciting to watch, you know, and it's fun to compete in. It gets all the athletes psyched, it gets the crowd psyched. I think it's a good thing.
I think that the sport is only exponentially growing, and this type of legendary competition is only going to make it all the more attractive to a mainstream audience.
So it was an amazing route. Yeah, it was set perfectly. The route setters did a great job. Like I said, just all came together so perfect, so just kind of speechless. This was a dream of mine to put this comp on, and it just went off better than I could have ever hoped, so it was just a dream come true.